For a child or adult Victor with special needs who receives government benefits, what are the biggest mistakes families make when they try to leave them something out of love?
The biggest issue when dealing with somebody with special needs is giving somebody money outright when they're receiving governmental benefits. It's a big key component with individuals who are getting governmental assistance is that most of these government assistance are income based, right? Or asset based. That means that they're taking into consideration how much money you're receiving every month to determine whether you qualify for these governmental benefits. Um, Sometimes out of love, you want to give your child $50,000, right? But that's a huge, huge no-no. That's giving them $50,000 is essentially telling them, I'm disqualifying you right away from any governmental assistance you're going to receive from now until probably the next year and a half. And those $50,000 are probably most likely just going to cover their basic needs. And essentially, out of love, you try giving them some cash, but you took away that governmental assistant that was really keeping them stable, right? So I'd say that anything outright to a child or an adult who is receiving governmental assistance is a big, big no-no.
And does it vary from state to state, Victor? I know earlier as the trailer video to this segment, you had I heard a mention of about $2,000. Is that the ballpark here in California?
In California, it's about $2,000. So it varies state by state. It's all depending on the Medicaid. Every state has their own Medicaid provisions. That's when it comes to Medicaid. Social Security, it is the same because that's federal. Um, so there's SSI, there's SSDI, um, and there is one more that is not clicking with me. But then in California, there are things like Medicaid, um, uh, food stamps, which they're no longer called food stamps. They're called SNAP benefits. That's another one. And then there's IHSS caregiving, right? Where a caregiver can be designated to take care of your loved one. Or you can, as if you have the special needs, you can hire somebody to take care of you, and the government pays for that. All those benefits have their own income requirements, and depending on each one of them, the point is that regardless of what it is, it's never more than $2,000. So the moment you've given somebody $2,000, you've essentially said, this month I'm covering your government-based expenses, and you're no longer getting it from the government.
Yeah, yeah. So that could really draw a disconnect when it comes to their future benefits.
Yes, yes. And the issue is that sometimes some of these programs come with penalties that, okay, maybe one month is okay that they don't receive it, but then the penalties say, okay, you're not going to receive it for the next 6 months. So you gave them $2,000 one month, but now they're out for another 6 months, which is another $12,000, right? So essentially your $2,000 cost them $10,000.
Yeah.